Tati, we are cooking up a recipe with the Huron Room ahead of a big event called the Rent Party, and this benefits the South Oakland Shelter. We're going to learn a little bit more about that event in just a while. So Meryl and I are here. We're with Chef Dan Hine from the Huron Room. So you already heard we were talking with Meryl. She's the expert on, she's a foodie. Where do you go? How do you find donuts to the Whitney? But help us out here. What are we doing?
So today we have a new brunch that just kicked off last weekend, and we're making some of our fish cake Benedict. So these are some Great Lakes fish cakes, all fish that is only sourced from the Great Lakes. We're gonna fry some eggs and then sauce them with some hollandaise.
Cool. How great to have it all local too, nice and fresh.
We try our very best to get all local.
Is there a difference between a fish cake and a crab cake outside of the obvious? Is it made about the same way?
Exactly the same way, except no crab.
All right, okay.
Great, love it.
What do you want us to do?
What can we do?
Yeah.
Well, as soon as these eggs are done, we're gonna flip these cakes.
Okay.
Nice and brown.
So is this a specialty from the Huron Room?
Yep, Saturday and Sunday brunch only, and it's a great way to get fish for breakfast.
And you got some other items here. What else did you bring with you?
So we have our lox, which is on the menu all the time.
All right.
We have our Bananas Foster French toast.
I'm gravitating towards that. I'll take 4 of those, please.
Look at this.
And then for the actual Rent Party, we're going to be serving smoked trout dip. So that's something that's going to the party.
Okay,
and then our traditional breakfast with bacon steak.
Wait a minute, bacon steak?
Bacon steak.
What is that exactly?
A giant slab of bacon, fork tender. We smoke it in-house, and that's going to be like your traditional breakfast.
So that's different than pork belly, because from here it looks a little bit like it. Is it?
It is pork belly.
Oh, it is? Okay.
It's smoked like bacon.
Wow.
And tender like a piece of pork belly.
It looks incredible. Actually, it all looks incredible.
Yeah.
So.
And Meryl, you don't have a special routine diet. There's nothing you follow. It's just like you see it.
I do not. You know, breakfast food is my favorite. I'll oftentimes do breakfast for dinner. You know, with the eggs, trying to be a little bit healthier. But because we exercise so often, I'm allowed to eat a lot.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put these
right on the fish cakes, right?
Yep.
So will you make this at home ever? Do you just take some of the recipes home with you?
I try out a lot of things at home. If you want to do a little hollandaise right on top of there, I broke that yolk.
So how much do you feel like I should toss on?
1 per egg, so 1 tablespoon per egg.
Okay.
So right there.
Right on top there.
Right on top there.
I like a lot of sauce.
So tell us about the sauce. What are you doing to make the sauce?
The sauce is egg yolks and butter. So it's going to be like it's a traditional hollandaise with, it's like a hot mayonnaise basically. So hollandaise sauce, butter, eggs, and
butter, eggs, and pork belly.
Yep.
And
whisk.
come on.
Melting right in there, and it looks incredible.
Yes,
I can't wait to try it out.
I made a mess, but it's good.
We want to bring in Ryan Hertz, who's the CEO of South Oakland Shelter. We want to thank you for being with us this morning.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Good to see you.
It's great to see you.
We hear things are going really well with the event, right?
Good to meet you. Yeah, very well. Actually, this is our first year, and we're doing amazing. There are still a few Friends of Rent Party packages still available, but we're pretty close to sold out. So we're pretty excited.
So what can you tell us about the shelter? What should everybody know?
So South Oakland Shelter helps families and individuals who are struggling with homelessness in our community. We provide emergency shelter. We provide short-term and long-term rental assistance and supportive services for people to keep them off the street and make sure everyone has a place to call home in our community.
And how can people, if they can't make the event, how can people help out? What else can they do to contribute to the cause?
Sure. So we're actually asking people to throw their own rent parties to support our programs to help people who are struggling to make rent, whether they're facing potentially eviction or whether they're actually homeless, and we're helping to get them reestablished. So if you want to throw a party at home, invite your friends and raise money for South Oakland Shelter, we'll hold rent parties all year round.
Awesome.
Yeah, so there's going to be 3 stages of jazz music on the 4th. There's going to be food from the Huron Room. There's going to be an incredible night.
All right. Well, good to have you all here. Much success, and thanks for all you do.
Thank you.
Yeah, good to have you here. Next.